Clapperboard, welcome to Celebrity Insights, where the tea is piping hot. Hot beverage fire. Hey fam, waving hand if you live for celebrity drama, breaking news, and exclusive Hollywood secrets. You just hit the subscribe button in your mind. Now make it official. Winking face U.S. joins Israel's war against Iran, strikes nuclear sites in escalating conflict. In a dramatic escalation of the ongoing Middle East conflict, the United States has directly intervened in Israel's war against Iran, launching precision strikes on 3 key Iranian nuclear facilities. President Donald Trump announced the operation early Sunday, declaring that the targeted sites, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, had been completely and fully obliterated. A historic and risky gamble. The U.S. strikes mark a pivotal moment in the 9-day war between Israel and Iran, which began after Israel launched a campaign to dismantle Iran's nuclear program. Trump's decision to deploy American B-2 stealth bombers and bunker-buster bombs represents a high-stakes gamble, risking a broader regional conflict while aiming to cripple Iran's nuclear ambitions. Speaking from the White House, Trump warned Iran that further retaliation would be met with additional strikes. There will either be peace or there will be tragedy for Iran, he said. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised the U.S. intervention, calling it a historic moment that would reshape the Middle East. Iran vows retaliation. Iranian officials condemned the attacks, with Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi warning of everlasting consequences. Tehran has called for an emergency United Nations Security Council meeting, accusing the U.S. of illegal aggression. Despite the strikes, Iran's Atomic Energy Organization insisted its nuclear program would continue, claiming no radioactive contamination had been detected. Meanwhile, the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, reported no immediate radiation leaks but did not confirm the extent of the damage. Satellite images showed activity at the Fordo facility before the strike, a heavily fortified underground site long suspected of enriching uranium. How the attack unfolded. According to U.S. officials, the operation involved B-2 stealth bombers dropping 30,000-pound GBU-57 bunker-buster bombs, the first combat use of the massive weapon. Submarine-launched Tomahawk missiles targeting secondary sites. A swift exit of U.S. aircraft to avoid Iranian air defenses. The strikes came after weeks of failed diplomatic efforts, with Trump initially hoping to pressure Iran into abandoning its nuclear program. However, as Israeli strikes weakened Iran's defenses, the U.S. saw an opportunity to deliver a decisive blow. Global reactions and fears of escalation. The UN Secretary-General expressed alarm, warning the conflict could spiral out of control. Meanwhile, Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen threatened to resume attacks on U.S. ships if America joined the war, raising fears of a wider regional conflict. Casualties from the broader Israel-Iran war have already surpassed 865 dead and 3,396 wounded, according to human rights monitors. Images from Tehran showed a 13-year-old girl injured in Israeli strikes, while damaged buildings in Israel bore the scars of Iranian missile barrages. What comes next? With Iran vowing revenge and the U.S. warning of further action, the world watches nervously. Will Tehran lash out through proxies? Or will the destruction of its nuclear sites force a retreat? One thing is certain. The Middle East has entered uncharted territory, and the consequences could reshape global security for years to come. With reporting from AP correspondents in Tel Aviv, Washington, and Dubai. Follow for live updates as this developing story unfolds.